Hello everybody, and welcome to Space Engineers. So, hi, how's it going everybody? Well, today is episode 2, or 1, depending on how you look at it. We are going to go ahead and continue working on that fighter, right there. We're going to put a outer skin on it, put some light armor on it, and hopefully we can... Dogs. The Cyberhounds never show up when you want them to show up. And so far we haven't gotten a direct hit by an asteroid, so that's good. We got that going for us. That's good. Thumbs up for no asteroid destruction. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and put an outer shell on this thing. Go ahead and get our blocks set up. And I need where are you? Oh, right in front of my face, obviously. Duh. Okay. So we're gonna spin a few blocks. There's a couple of other things that we need to do. I want to set up some turrets out here a little farther out so the Cyberhounds don't come as close to the base. And then we don't have to waste so much ammo shooting at them. We can maybe put some small turrets, I'm thinking, or something. Let's go ahead and set up a marker. This looks like a good spot. Weld it up. Alright. Well, I'm going to go ahead and lay out the basic design of the ship, but first I'm going to gather some materials. I need some more silicone and cobalt, silver. I need silver really bad. So once I collect up some materials, we'll do a little bit of block spinning and we'll be right back. Recording. Is this thing on? Okay. Well, welcome back. Just went ahead and finished up the miner here. I will post it up on the Steam workshop as soon as I'm done recording this video. And try and make sure. Whoa. Okay, and try and make sure that everything works on it. I don't know if you noticed from the previous episode or not, but I added some ejectors here because stone is crazy. Too much stone. Nobody likes the stone except for Willie Nelson and Chong. Anyway, we're up to the exciting fun part. We're actually going to cover this thing in some armor. So, let's go ahead and get started. I got a whole bunch of steel plates with me. Let's go ahead and just start trying to find a shape here that would be good. I think I want to kind of slope down from here. Kind of like around here. Maybe. Let's see what's happening. Let's see how this is working. And this is mostly about 70% of space engineers is just fiddling around with stuff and making it look cool. Or at least what you think looks cool. Wow, that's really loud. Very loud. Let's do a quick sound adjustment. That's not sound. That's not sound either. Let's turn that down. Let's play some of this contextual music. See what that's all about. I've pretty much just turned it off like most of the time, but why not? It's like I'm talking like at a fancy dinner party, and music is playing lightly in the background. Yes, I would like some Grey Poupon, please. So anyways, I think it's gonna always be stuck on the exciting music because the cyber dogs are always just trying to eat everything. Oh, and one thing we did totally forget to put on is an ore detector. I don't know where I'll put it out. Well, right here. Here's a good spot for it, I think. I wish there was an easier way to find things. I know there's a search bar there and I can just type in, you know, bottle. But I mean, who has time to do that? That took like, you know, forever. The game should just know what I want and give it to me. Anyway, let's see here. My number one rule is always try and cover up vulnerable parts right away. I think that's a good rule to follow in life. Cover up your vulnerable parts. Anyway, we're just gonna go ahead and wrap this around. safe now. Okay. So like I was saying, cover up, people. Don't leave your parts hanging out. Let's see, that might be a something. Let's see. And I know that I'm gonna go ahead and make another fighter type ship like I was saying later, but we might as well finish this guy off, and you never know, it might end up being the best ship ever, and I won't need to make another one. So I'm thinking something like that, and then maybe have put a couple of those there. One of these, this is the inverted corner block, which I like to call the funky block. Maybe something like that, you think? How's that? I mean, let's fill it out and see. Let's see what we got here, what we're working with here. I think that's kind of a nice profile there. I'm gonna keep working on it. As soon as I get some progress, I'll come back and I'll show you. And we'll take it on a test flight. Maybe find some cyber hounds this time and actually shoot them. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, and we're back. I had made a horrible, terrible, horrible mistake. Can you see what I did wrong? Can you? Anybody? Can you tell? You can tell what I did, right? That's right, I blocked these engines here on the bottom. I found out the hard way. I went off to go do something real quick in the real world and started off right where I left off and totally forgot about this little area here. I have to make holes for the engines, or they will burn through and break everything. How do I know that? Because it already happened. Yes, that's right, I reloaded. I'm sorry. I had to reload it because I didn't have a blueprint yet of it. So I couldn't cheat my latest version in or whatever. So, yep, it's time to reload. That's a pro tip for you. Always make sure your engines are uncovered. Don't cover them up unless you have engine damage off. Then I could easily just put that in there and it would never break. But that's not realistic, you know. Who puts engines inside a ship? Really, I mean, come on. Come on, people. Who does that? Nobody. So anyway, I'm upside down. Can you tell that I'm upside down? That's another good way to access something if you can't access it. For example, looking this way, normal way. Then you just go ahead, turn on your jetpack, flip over to the other side, and voila, look, you can reach all this stuff that you couldn't normally reach before just by changing your perspective. Good pro tip there, because we're all about pro tips around here. That's pretty much about the shape that we're gonna have here for this thing.
Meteor storm inbound.
As you can tell, there are vulnerable parts sticking out, and that's why I want to redo this ship. Because honestly, if this connector here breaks, the whole ship is gone, really. I mean, it's gonna take probably the reactor with it, the cockpit for sure, all the Gatling guns, those will all be gone, so it'll be totally totaled. But we just need to scout around right now. So let's go ahead and jump into our stubby one, turn it on. Patiently wait for there we go. Whoa, still more, there's still more. Alright, that auto turret up on top is doing some work. Nice. Got a little bit of armor on us, so we're a little bit heavier than we were before. But overall, I would say this is really good. Just have to be careful what kind of situations you put it in. And now I can use this ship to go look for silver a lot quicker than the miner. The miner's good, don't get me wrong, people. We love the miner. The miner's great. Miner does wonderful things for us. But Yeah, it's just too big. You can't zip around. So you need something like this little ship here. Most people would call it a truck, but it's technically not a truck because it doesn't have any storage area except for those couple of um, cargo containers that we put in the first episode. We put them on there along with the miniature oxygen generator. Went ahead and plopped that on there. That's a good mod if you're ever gonna get a mod. Probably one of the first mods you should get is the small ship mod. It makes all of the big ship parts available for the small ship, and that's a good thing. You should totally get that because it comes in handy when you need a big ship part, but you need it to fit on a small ship, and it's some of the parts don't translate well, um, but a good majority of them do. In fact, let me see if I can show you some of the stuff here. Let me land real quick. It definitely stops better than it did before, that's for sure. And I was thinking about not adding any more engines to it, but I think I can. I think I can get away with it. Or maybe I should just leave this as is and go ahead and work on the next version of this. I think it's going to be pretty close to this, except there's not going to be so many parts vulnerable because I don't like this ship, but I need it right now in order to continue on doing what I'm going to be doing. So there it is, people. The Stubby 1. I'll go ahead and get it all painted up and add some details, maybe a couple of spotlights here or there. Who knows?